saved me, everything in Korean. In Korean, that is I think what only saved my life, like saved me in the interview. My camera didn't work. So when I entered, because humans do not want their brain to work more, but I did handle the situation very
Your heartstrings
intelligently.
play my favorite tune.
Hi guys, welcome to my new video. I hope you are all doing well, and I hope you did watch my previous videos on Korean boyfriend concept, Korean dating things and all. So if you haven't watched it, I do request you to watch it. And this video is going to be very informative about the GK scholarship through I came to study in South Korea. I'm going to talk about the interview process that I experienced. So I will tell you every step that I gone through, every incident that happened with me during the interview. So the interview plays a very important role of your selection process in the scholarship. So first, I will tell you my personal experience, what happened with me, like when I was doing my interview and how I handled the situation. When it was my turn to enter in the Zoom meeting for the interview, my camera didn't work. So when I entered, I was trying to turn on my camera, but the camera was not turning on. I was so stressed. Can you imagine जिस चीज़ का आप इतने दिनों से इंतज़ार कर रहे थे, your camera is not working? How stressful that moment would be. But I did handle the situation very intelligently. Do you know what saved me? As soon I entered the Zoom meeting for the interview, I started in Korean. Like everything from the beginning to the end, I was just talking in Korean, and I was asking them many times, can you see me? Can you see me now? Okay, I'm doing this. Can you see me now? Everything in Korean. In Korean, that is I think what only saved my life, like saved me in the interview. I was like, if I am going in a country to study about Korean culture and where everybody is Korean, then why not to impress them with their language? I asked them like, I am trying my best, but still I am not able to turn on my camera. But if you want me, I can log out again, and I can delete the Zoom and I can log in again. But they were like, oh, it's okay, you have tried many times, but if it's not turning on, don't worry. Oh, we can hear your voice. We can hear your voice, so don't worry, give your interview now and don't worry about your camera. So anyway, I was keep talking to them in Korean, and then I started my interview. Yes, so this is one thing that saved me, was that I was keep talking in Korean. And also one thing that saved me, that I was very much patient. Like I was not trembling. I was asking them that how can I solve this problem, and are you able to watch me, are you able to listen me? So now I will tell you that what were the questions that they asked me. So first they asked me is very normal that everybody get, is introduce us about yourself within 1 minute or less than 1 minute. Like didn't told them about my family a lot, but I just my name, where I studied from, and then I talk about my educational background a lot to them, which could make them a better impression. So I told them that I did undergrad from my university in India, and I have been very much interested in Korean culture. I introduced myself in Korean. So everything that I spoke from my mouth in the interview was in Korean, which made a perfect impression on them of mine, even though my camera was not more working. So they might have understood that if somebody is किसी का कैमरा अगर नहीं चल रहा है, person can be how much stress there will be on person's head. But still, if the person can talk in Korean, it means she has worked on her Korean. उसकी Korean अच्छी है, उसने मेहनत करी है Korean पे, तो ये impression उन लोगों पे गया होगा. And the next question they asked me was very academic, like why you chose this major, and where you see your future after completing your master's. I had prepared that I like Korean culture, and that's why I was very much influenced by the history, culture, and traditions. That's why it impressed me, and I wanted to pursue it to a master level. So one thing that I uniquely did is I didn't mention K-pop here, because everybody else is gonna mention K-pop. And to answer what will you do in future, I correlated it with Korean side. Like after completing my masters, I will be I look forward to have a job in South Korea and not come back to my country, because it will not serve South Korea. You just study in South Korea and then come again back to your country. What does it mean? Like, it doesn't help them anymore. So you have to pretend. You have to just say whatever you can in their favor. You don't know what happens in the future, but still you have to do that. So I was like, I want to get a job in Korea, and then like a longer future, like at a PhD level or something. So you have to say that. It's never like 100% that definitely you are gonna do that. So you have to think what interview you are giving and how you have to connect it with that. So everything has to be connected. Like, it does not have to be in real life. It is never connected. But human loves listening to stories, and when it is connected, they love making sense, because humans do not want their brain to work more. So if everything is very much organized, they just really like it, and the next person does not have to work their brain to connect it everything. So now it comes the last question. Guys, it was so tricky. It was very much tricky. So the question was, suppose you were in high fever, you were so much in pain, बहुत ज़्यादा बुखार है, and you cannot walk, do anything, and at the same day you have an exam. Then what will you do? This was their question. I was like, I understand that I am in much fever, I am in pain, but exams matters to me a lot, and exams are not gonna come every month, every 6 months. It's it's gonna come next year, and because I have prepared for my exam, I do not want to go waste my efforts. So I will try my best to go to see the exam first, and then after that, after I finish my exam, I will go to the doctor and I get myself treated. So this was, guys, my experience of GK's interview, and I passed it. Yes, even though my camera was not working, I did pass it. What really worked for me was my Korean language ability, that I show them that I am fluent in Korean. So if you know, just speak. Don't think like you're being so flawless, you're overshowing it. Don't worry. I would really recommend, जितना भी Korean आता है, how much Korean you know, just speak out in the interview, because interview is it's your time. You have to show your knowledge in the interview. So if you will not speak, it's not gonna prove you. And in Korean sense, do speak in Korean. जितनी भी Korean आती है, 안녕하세요 आता है, 반갑습니다, 안녕히 가세요, इतना आता है, इतना ही बोलो काफी है. Now I will give you some tips to make your future interview more better. So first, you have to prepare yourself. Like, you have to be very neat and clean. You do not have to just wear any colorful clothing in the interview, because Korean are very professional. In the interview, you do have to wear a white jacket and on a white shirt and a black jacket. So and the background, it does not have to be very colorful. It has to be one color, whatever you can manage to do. If it is white, well and good. And you have to look good. I mean, beauty is not everything, guys, but in my experience, I will tell you that at least make sure that you look good in interview. आपके बाल थोड़े ठीक ठाक दिखे, बहुत ज़्यादा messy ना हो. But just do your best. But you have to make sure कि आपका कैमरा काम करे, आपका voice काम करे, आप सही time से enter हो. First of all, check your email. Check your email, that what informations they have given you and what they have told you to follow. Whatever informations they have given you, follow that first. You have to do that, very importantly. Prepare a lot of questions. Okay, for example, one question from another university they asked me was, suppose you got selected for your scholarship for this university, I think it was Busan National University. Yes, they asked me this question that suppose you got selected for the scholarship and your parents are not ready. So what will you do? So I was like, oh no, my parents are very much open, and they want their daughter to study in abroad, and they do not really will be a problem when I got selected for the scholarship. This is what I answered. And there can be questions like, how will you face the cultural differences? Indian culture are different, and your country culture is different, and Korean culture is different. So how will you face that? These kind of questions can be asked. And also, how will you face the language barrier in Korea? Is very normal question. How will you live as a foreigner in Korea with the cultural shocks? Because there are so many cultural shocks in Korea. And most important thing I will say is, practice a lot before the interview. Try how you have to say this. Because suppose there are words in your head, but when you speak, you cannot speak it fluently. So you have to speak through your mouth to be fluent to be able to speak in real life. So you have to make preparations, and you have to do the practice, which is very important. And I did a lot. I mean, in my case, like before my interview, like for 2 to 3 days, I was keep speaking in words about my answers. So I was keep speaking. Anywhere I'm going, I'm just speaking. If I'm alone, I'm just speaking to my answers, like whatever I have prepared. So you do have to speak out. You do have to make a lot of practices. So guys, one thing I will try to say is, nowadays, even though they have increased the quota for the GK scholarship, the competition is so much high. It's very high, very high. So you have to be the most intelligent student to be selected, because there are so many people, I mean, to be honest. So you are competing every single person. So you have to make yourself unique. You have to be very smart. And also, in interview, only thing that can improve yourself is your words. So you have to learn how to speak in a better way to impress other person. You have to have a basic knowledge of English. If the English is only medium of the interview, you have to work on at least English that they can understand. So you have to know some beautiful words, powerful words that you can use in the interview to impress them. What else I should tell you about interview so that you can do your best? And one last thing is, you have to trust yourself. Never forget that you are the best. Not that you are only the best and the other person are nothing. No, they are your competitors. But you have to trust that whatever you have prepared, you will do your best in a positive sense. That you are just gonna do your best. Bestest best. So the situation that you are in while giving the interview, the interviewer is also at the same situation. They also have a lot of stress that how to ask, how to manage the situation. So most of the time, the interviewers ask you before you leave the interview that, do you have any confusion, any query, any question? So you have to prepare that also. Maybe you can ask them the same question they ask you. You have a fever and you have exam at the same time, what will you do? You can ask the interviewer. And guys, there is a bad news. I was booking a BTS concert comeback ticket and I didn't get it. I lose the ticket. Yes, still I'm so much smiling. I really wanted to go to the BTS concert. I really wanted to go but I couldn't get one. So if you have watched this video till the end, thank you very much and I hope you liked it. Do comment to me what else videos you want me to make, and do like. You do not comment, you do not like, you do not share. Please share, like and comment. So thank you very much. Bye.
Your heartstrings play my favorite tune.